Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to convert a list of images to a video, but also attach audio as a background music to that particular video in React Native's new architecture for Android using the Media 3 transformer library. So let's get started. So I'll just show you guys the output first. Here I have this pick image button. So for picking audio I have not kept a button. I will tell you few reasons for it. For now, if you see my React Native code, I have just hard coded this audio URL. The reason why I'm hard coding this audio URL is because in React Native, at least at the time of me recording, there is no proper document picker library which I found which supports the new architecture. There is one React Native document picker, but for some reason I was facing a lot of issues while installing it. I don't know why. And maybe I was doing something wrong. And second one is Expo document picker, but it involves installing Expo inside your React Native application. That gets too complicated. Third one is I could have written native code for picking audio, but the problem is the way turbo modules are structured. We would have to use the old way of using start activity for result, which I don't want to use. The recommended way is using register for activity result. That can only be used inside a native Android activity or a native Android fragment. That's why I don't know how to use this. We could have done the old way, but I don't want to show you guys like old outdated code. That's why for picking the audio file, I'll leave it up to you. However you prefer picking audio in React Native, you can use that library instead of just like we are picking images using React Native image picker. You can use whatever library you feel like, and instead of this particular URL it will be a local audio file URL. That's it. Nothing else will change in the code. So yeah, just giving a heads up. So I already have the audio URL, and here I will just click on pick image and it will open the image picker for me. So here you can see I have 3 images. I will just select 3 images, and then I will just click on transform video and it will start the transformation. There is this progress bar as well, which I unfortunately can't show it to you because I will explain you later on why I can't show it to you. But here you can see here is the video playing, and we have the audio as well. So hopefully you guys will hear the audio. The video is 9 seconds long. I'll explain you why later on. Also, this video is saved to external storage. So if I go to my video picker, here you can see the first video which is there is from our output, which I just showed you now. So if the user wants, he can access the video even outside our app. Let's see how to do this. So firstly, you will have to open this documentation. Like I said, we will be using the new architecture. We need to write some Kotlin code and native code, and firstly it tells us that create a React Native application. I have already done that. You don't have to hard code this version. Whatever is the latest version at the time of you watching this video, use that. And here you can just change the app name to whatever you feel like. Once that is done, just scroll down. Again, this is only for Android. It tells us that create a specs folder. So firstly, before creating a specs folder, go to your package.json and make sure you install React Native image picker as well as React Native video. So these are the 2 dependencies which we require. Once you install these 2 dependencies, I have created a React Native application. So just create a specs folder. Inside that, create a TypeScript file. So here you can see I have created this TypeScript file. Now the name of my TypeScript file is a little different, native transform video. The native part should always be there. You can name it whatever your file you want to. Make sure it starts with native. And second thing is, whatever name you have given, make sure you remember that name, because that name will be used in lot other places as well. For now, if you are just practicing, I would recommend follow what name I have given, native transform video.ts. Then what I did was I just copy all this code and I pasted it over here. But I have removed all these 4 methods which I don't want. I created my own method called transform video, which will take an array of image URLs of type string, and here I have also taken an audio URL. Now if you want, you can take an array of audio URLs as well. I'll just tell you on native side what code you will have to change. It's very minor, so if you are free to take an array of audio URLs as well if you want. And it returns a string, so this string will be the video which has been stored to external storage. Next, this particular name also I have changed to native transform video, so whatever is the name of your file. Once that is done, just scroll down and copy this bit of code, this entire bit of code inside your package.json. So go to package.json, and here you can just copy paste this particular code like I have done. And here you can see that again I have changed this particular name, so the spec part should be there, don't forget the spec, but the first name native transform video should be the name of your TypeScript file. Same for package name as well, this should be the name of your TypeScript file. Once that is done, you just have to go to the root of your React Native project and just do npm install. I have already done it, so I won't do it again. Make sure you do npm install, otherwise you will face lot of issues again. Once that is done, just go to the Android folder, and then we just have to run this particular command. So go to the root of your React Native project, cd to Android, and then copy this and paste this particular command, and it will do code generation for us. So basically this method which we have created inside our TypeScript, it will create that method on inside our turbo module as well, but the implementation we'll have to write. Okay, then here it tells us how to use it. So just go to app.tsx. So firstly I have imported our native transform video, I have imported React Native image picker, I have also imported useState, I have imported React Native video. Then here I have taken a useState for our video URL, which we will get once the transform video method has been called and the images and audio are attached to a video. Then I have taken this audio URI as well, again change it to whatever you feel like is correct for you. And here I have taken a set of image URIs as well. Then on click of our button, I just launch our image library, media type is photo, selection limit you can change it to whatever you feel like. And once we have a list of results, we just map over it and just get the URI of all the selected images, and then I just assign it to our set image URI state. Once that is done, here you can see I have another button, and on click of it we just do native transform video dot transform video, pass our image URI, pass our audio URI, and this URL is the video URL which have been saved to external storage. So we just do that over here. And here once video URI is not equal to empty, we just display our video component, pass our video URI, and here I have applied some stylings. I am also displaying controls so that the play pause buttons are visible to the user. Okay, so this is done. Next let's see. So yeah, what we'll have to do is they are telling us to create a native local storage. In our case it will be native transform video folder. Inside that create a file called native transform video module.kt. So you will just have to go to over here, go to Android app src main java, and inside com folder you will have to create a folder called native transform video. Inside that create a Kotlin file called native transform video module.kt. okay, now firstly make sure you write your own package name, whatever you have defined it inside package.json over here. And then these are all the imports. Now I can't help you guys, so you just have to copy all these imports, yeah, unfortunately. And then here we just create this particular native transform video module. This has been marked as unstable because at the time of me recording, this transformer APIs which we are using, they are still a bit unstable. That's why I have to annotate this with that, but I think by the time you guys watch it they might become stable, so you might not require this particular annotation. Then we just extend from native transform video spec, and we are also extending transformer.listener at the end, because with the help of that we will get two methods, on completed as well as on error. So yeah, which I will tell you later on. Then here I have created a companion object of name. Again this should be the same as your TypeScript file name. Then here I have created this file name and file path which will help us to store a file to external storage. this handler and progress holder are for tracking the progress state. So if I just show it to you, I'm not sure if it is available or not. Let me check. Okay, I think it is not available, unfortunately, but I'll explain it to you what this progress is. Again, coming back to VS Code, here this edited media item list is for video, this is for audio. Then here we override this get name method, pass our name. Then here is our transform video method. Here I pass our array of image URLs, and here is our audio URL, and here is our promise as well. Then here we just clear out our edited media item list as well as audio media item list. Here we assign our promise. Then here we create our transformer. Then here we just loop over all the image arrays, okay, image URL array. And here we just do edited media item list dot add. Here we create an media item from each image URL, and here you can see I have set the duration as 3 seconds. Now in the output I have selected 3 images, that's why the output video was 9 seconds long. Then here I have set the frame rate. Now here it is for audio media item. Now if you remember, we only have one audio URL. If we had an array of audio URL, then this particular part audio URL will also be converted to readable array like this. And then you just have to use a for loop like I am using it over here. And you can also add this if check for your audio URL if you are again sending an array of string for audio URL as well, and do the same thing like we have done over here inside your loop, like audio edited media list dot add edited media item dot builder media item dot from URI. Okay, then here then we create our edited media item sequence. Here we create our audio media item sequence, and here I have set the looping as true. So suppose if the video is 10 seconds long and your audio is only 5 seconds long, then the audio will start looping from the 6th second. Then here I have created a composition dot builder as well. Here I create our external file. Here we start our transformation, and here we track the progress state. Now the problem is I don't know how to send this progress state back to React Native side. Some of you might be thinking that okay, you can use the global promise which you have created. We can't use that because we need to use something called event emitter, because the converting list of images to a video will take little bit of time. Suppose I have selected hundreds of images, now that will take little bit of time. I can't use promise because promise will only send data once. We need to use event emitter. Now I don't know how to use event emitter in React Native's new architecture. That's the main problem. But in case if you are able to figure it out, you should send the progress state as well as the actual progress back to React Native side. Now the actual progress, this particular part will be from 0 to 100, but the problem is sometimes it doesn't reach till 100, it stops at 99. But with the help of this progress state you can identify okay, the video has finished conversion, because the progress state always becomes 0 once the conversion has finished. Otherwise it will be 1 or 2, it will be mostly 2. If you want to see this, you can just see it inside Android Studio Logcat as well. That's why I have logged it out, and I have added a 500 milliseconds delay as well. If you want, you can change it. Then here I have created our external file. Again, this code I have just copy pasted it from Stack Overflow. Even I am not good at this, so yeah, you can just pause the video and copy paste it. And this particular video is for saving the file to external storage. Again, I have just copy pasted this code. Feel free to pause the video and just copy paste it. So I'll simply scroll through this. Then here, as I told you, we are overriding this on completed method. So here that means video transformation was done. Once that was done, we get the file path, save the file to external storage, and send that URI back to React Native side and display a toast message. This is not necessary, and in case of error we just display a toast message saying that failed. But if you want, you can send this error message with the help of promise back to React Native side as well. But in this case error, you will have to use global promise dot reject. Yeah, that's it. Then if you see the documentation, they tells us create this particular file as well. So we'll just create this file, native transform video package.kt, and now I have just copy pasted this code from the documentation. Only thing which you have to worry about, change the package name and change this particular file name, and here everywhere you will have to change this to native transform video module. Over here, over here, over here, over here as well as over here. Rest everything will remain the same. Once that is done, if you see documentation, we have to import this as well. So just come to your main application, main application.kt. Firstly import your Kotlin file which we have created, this package Kotlin file, something like this, and then you will have to add it over here. So yeah, that's it. If you have any issues, do let me know in the comments. Happy to help. Thank you for watching. Bye.